She was lying on the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful, almost. The large pool of blood ruined
It's so
the picture.
film noir.
Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city. But in the end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.
So, Natasha brought you here to frame you then.
Wild gods. Fuck even.
Yeah, it's her. Deborah. The girl who came to my office.
I figured. But what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her. Natasha meant some object. Something maybe the killer wanted, too. And the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done it for her mistress.
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems
I'm
untouched.
so confused.
Maybe she knew her assailant. Was it a lover?
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but
It's a cover-up!
This is a new level. It's no longer just about empty threats.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped, or worse.
Those are possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything. The room's not trashed. Whoever did this wasn't looking for the same thing we are.
Or they knew exactly where to find it.
Yeah, what are we looking for?
Wait, what are we looking for exactly?
I have no idea,
Ugh.
but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
You mean by an eyeball?
Amen to that.
Deborah is dead. The word whore is written on her back. Seeing Deborah shocked Marty quite a bit. I can understand why. I knew it's not going to be a routine case, but I didn't want to drag this feather duster in anything like this. Well, that was nice of you.
The message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah, and wasn't meant for her.
It was meant for
Surprise
Natasha.
Haunting isn't mentioning deer
Obviously.
booty.
What have we gotten ourselves into, Sonny?
I don't know, Marty,
Haunting
but
has
let's
fled.
get ourselves out of it as soon as possible.
The way the tail comes from the tailbone is pretty neat. I mean,
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah,
they
I
did their
think there
research.
is.
For whatever weird reason, they did their research, but they did their research. Okay, what did we get in the items?
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we must find out where it's from.
Okay. It said I had another one, but I don't see it. Okay. We got the dead body in the purse there. We got an empty fireplace. It's empty, all right. Oh, wait.
Does this fireplace seem as suspicious to you as it seems to me, Marty?
Well, a crumpled cigarette I picked up at the beginning of the game.
looks like it's
I've
never
been
been
trying
used.
to smoke it, and
And the place
nobody
has
has a light.
radiators in every room, meaning there's central heating.
Then why the fireplace? For decoration?
Does this fireplace...
no, just so the fireplace is weird. The family photo. That's an award.
Damn, just like in the adventure books. Rich animals are all insane.
You have a point.
What opened?
Well, you can't be,
Yeah, it's a riddle, Marty.
but it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when a 4-digit number is almost impossible?
An idle whim, or the riddle has a meaning.
Maybe. 4 animals into 4 places.
The crest
What does it represent?
of the city?
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding something in their hands?
The city crest, but I don't remember it.
It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it depict, I wonder?
I have no idea, Sonny. It's so art, I'm scared to have an opinion.
I mean, makes sense. Aww,
This must be Natasha's family.
they're such cute kitties.
Wealthy.
Do you think she's from the Stavonian Tsar's family?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this family was also close to the fire.
What is she doing here anyway?
Maybe she's
What,
a
an alias?
Anna.
Keeping secrets, and now this case? Do you think it's all connected somehow?
Is there going
Let's
to be
not
like a
draw
cat
hasty
Rasputin?
conclusions, Marty.
So we've looked at all that. We've looked at the dead body. We have the exit. I mean, do we have the ability? No, I really don't. I want to see the actual...
We should call the department. Anonymously, of course.
Do you still remember the number? I haven't called my own workplace in years.
Cretin. Of course I remember.
I was going to say, I know it.
555-111.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Yeah.
4 out of 10.
Right.
Call it. I don't remember how I got it to call.
Corvo PD,
There it
how
goes.
can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address is Rochester Street, 37, Flowerville.
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
Rochester Street, 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones. Hurry! Hurry!
Like a pro.
Yep, like I've done it before.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen a 3-headed
I
monkey
need to know
in
about
your
this
life?
case.
I have a memory of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure. Now let's get the hell out of here.
But no, wait, we have to figure out the... This.
Hello there. What could this be?
I guess it. I got it right on
Maybe
my
a
first
piece of a
try.
painting.
I knew it was a stork
there's
and a
some kind
sheep
of
and either a
squiggle
tiger or
on
a
it.
wolf.
The
A
signature
tiger or
of
a
the
lion or a
painter?
wolf.
Yeah, I can't make it out.
Okay, so I got it.
It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
Got a little.
It's a piece of a...
I know. I already clicked
So
on
a
it.
piece of a painting? That's it?
I
And what's
mean, it
that
looks like it's
smear
part
on
of
it?
another
It's
drawing on
too
it.
illegible to be a signature. It could be anything.
Well, maybe Natasha can help us. After all, this is what she wanted to show us, isn't it?
Well, that's if we find her. She should be here by now.
True. Well, then what's next? How about we peck around town some more?
We could do that, but I think we should gather what we know and try to figure out where we can go from here. Bourbon in my office?
You know what? After all this, I could use a drink.
Right answer.
All right. We've been to my office. Mullen's newsstand, a tiny kiosk in the heart of Calavera Hills, small, visible, hides one of the most crucial things in the shithole: knowledge. Okay, so... Well, he said go to Hotel Atlas. We also have SAR Club and Mullen's newsstand and Clawville. Let's go there
Should
and
we
then...
say hi to the old beaver?
Sure. Mullen is an old friend, so he certainly deserves a hello, and we
I
do need
sure
information.
hope he is actually a beaver.
Few people know as much about Clawville as the old wood chomper. An encyclopedia in the flesh.
Yeah, he always has something.
And then we'll go to my office. I just don't want to miss out on something.
Chandler's used to be quite a prestigious cafe. Magnificent animals had breakfast here, and in the evenings, philosophers and writers would get drunk together and argue. The place is now just a second-hand bookshop, just a shadow of its former self, like so many things in this city. Like me.
Okie dokie. Somebody's feeling pretty...
Some things are
sad.
indestructible, right?
Yeah. Mullen's kiosk's been here
There's always
since
money in the
I was a
banana
little
stand.
chick. My old man used to drive here from the other side of town for his daily papers.
Yeah, many still do. He certainly is something.
Mullen's a wizard from a forgotten age.
Yeah, kind of. The Clawville Chronicle.
There's
The
money
most
in the
read
banana
and
stand.
probably the most biased newspaper in the city. It's supposed to be a royalist rag, but the separatist
No touching.
overtones are getting stronger and stronger every day.
That's not good.
We're getting older and older, and Mullen's not changing a
okay.
bit.
Have
Where's
fun.
the
Well,
justice
I
in
would say
that?
have fun with your laundry,
He's
but
just eternal.
don't peck the kitty.
Like
I
an
will not
ancient
peck the kitty,
god or
Lydia. Have a
something.
good one.
Or the personification of the city.
What a lovely thought. But if the city took shape, it would most likely be some kind of vermin.
Yeah, true. But that wasn't very politically correct coming from
Okay,
you,
the rules
pal.
on
Hey, you know I
racism
didn't
here
mean it
seem
like
to
that.
follow very
Yeah, I know,
wavy
Marty.
lines.
You're too good
can
for this
say-
world.
Ah, thanks,
Nasty
boss.
things about
It wasn't
cats,
a
but not
compliment,
about
Marty.
rats.
Hey, Hercule. What's up, old friend?
Hello, me lads. It's good to see you. What are you doing around here where you never see a cat go by?
We're working, Uncle Mullen, just like you. But I'm afraid we're also
Oh, boy.
walking a little bit outside the law.
But it's New Year's Eve. Couldn't it wait a bit? Whatever the case is, it can't be that serious.
I'm afraid it is. Maybe you can help us with a few things.
Oh, God, he's
After
Irish.
all, you know everyone in the city.
What a compliment. But of course I'll help if I can. I know you ever since you appeared in the city. Young, fresh, full of ambition. And little Marty had been just a chick when he was already coming here every day with his daddy, eh? You're like me sons, so you are.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Mullen.
I hope he's not bad.
Eben's a ruthless gangster, that's for sure, but he's not bloodthirsty or stupid. You're not in danger until you're in his
I'm a
way.
Muppet.
And that's not so easy to manage as the whole city's in his hands.
How come they never tried to approach you, Uncle?
What? Of course they've tried. They wanted to buy the whole area and build some huge parking garage on it. Mongrel Mick, Ibben's #1 thug, came here and threatened me more than once. If I hadn't dug me heels in, the others would have sold up. The lawyers behind me, even Biff, the owner of Chandler's. But I told them, over my cold dead carcass.
Okay.
Well, looks like it worked.
I'm too much for him, lads. Or I'm just too famous around here to get rid of. We could say Ibben's almost almighty, but he avoids scandal like rats avoid fire.
That's a good one.
I'm a poor nobody, my lads, but my name still carries meaning. This place has always belonged to my family. If my dead body had been found here or in the Times, it would have caused a scandal, even without any evidence.
So weird that they have
So
a river
he
called
usually
Times.
listens to reason.
Yeah,
like the
when I
Timbs.
talked to him tonight, he seemed confused, dissolute, and impetuous to me.
That's uncharacteristic. Are you sure it was him?
Are you joking? Ibn Wessler's not usually confused with anyone else.
Of course I'm joking. Beaver humor, you know? Nobody gets it. Not even the beavers.
Then maybe it's not humor?
Good one again.
Hey, Martin, my lad, what's up? How's that beautiful wife of yours?
Laura's perfectly fine, thank you.
Wait, I thought
It's
she was your
crazy you
girlfriend.
could grab an amazing woman like her, son. Are you blackmailing her with something?
Ah, I missed your famous beaver humor.
I'm just messing with you, son. Anyway, you look good. You're in good shape. You look more like a turkey than a rooster, if you ask me.
Thanks.
This is priceless. Thanks, Hercule. We'll be back again soon.
Yeah, sure will.
As in,
Nice
immediately.
girl. She used to come here for a while, but I think she moved downtown.
Yeah, she's the poster girl for workaholism. She lives in an apartment across from the PD, but sleeps at the station, if she sleeps at all.
Some animals just race and race through the years of their life.
Why are we asking about
until
the
someone
hummingbird?
stops them and makes them wind down.
Just to find out
Is
more
there
about every
someone like
character?
that waiting for everyone?
Indeed there is, somewhere. Usually not where we're looking for them.
Yeah, right.
That's deep.
How's Desiree?
What about her? She's still beautiful,
Desiree?
and she's still my wife, and I still don't get why she hasn't left me already.
Desiree. I've always
Because
heard that
she's too
pronounced
much
Desiree.
like you stubborn old dam builder.
You see, you're right about that, sonny boy.
Okay, so dam builder's
And
not
the
racist,
cubs?
but
Cubs?
calling a chicken
More like
clucking
jumbo cubs.
is a
Johnson's a
racist.
hotshot lawyer in Galadia, and Timmy also left Clawville to try his luck in Grassmore. But who could blame them?
Good move.
Ah, yeah, but they visit me often, though. They're good kids.
I know, pal. They're from a good litter.
If you say so, sonny.
You know anything about a woman named Natasha
You already said he knows
Katsenko?
everyone. Of course he knows her.
Sonny boy, what have you gotten yourself into again? That lass is Ibn Wessler's protege, to put it politely. She's the crown jewel of the city, a shining new star. If you dare talk to a gal such as her, you can expect some serious lead poisoning, me boy.
Well, I suppose I should have come to you first for advice. Doesn't matter now. We're in it, Uncle. Up to our combs.
If you'll accept the advice of an old shaggy beaver, get to the end of it as quickly as you can and try to make it out
So
with all
yeah,
your
bad
feathers.
news.
Yeah, that's the plan. But do you know anything about her? Anything, interesting?
As I've heard, Natasha is quite a mysterious lass. She came from the Stavonian Tsardom and fled to Clawville, but from what? No one knows. Some years of her life are shrouded in mystery.
I'm
and
still
that
saying like
really
she's a
means
lost
good.
heir to
You're right
the
about
Stardom.
that. So, that's your advice? Be careful.
At least, sonny boy. And one more thing.
What's that?
Never fall in love with a woman like her.
Thanks, Hercule. I wasn't planning to.
Nobody plans to, sonny. Just take care of each other, okay? And always carry a good gun in your pocket.
Oh, I always have one in every pocket, old-timer.
I know, Martin. I know.
Okay, well, I've asked him everything. There's nothing to question him on.
What's up, old man? Is everything all right?
Me bones are creaking. Me eyesight's getting more and more blurry, and sometimes I hear sounds that aren't even there. I think I'm getting old. Or maybe I've gone crazy already, but the old ticker's still ticking. So, here I am.
Ah, it's good to still have an old familiar spot in the city.
Ah, nothing lasts forever, boys. So, what is this dirt you've ended up in again, eh?
Just a simple case, strumming personal strings. That's why I
God,
couldn't
even the
refuse it.
writing is
You know the
so
tune.
like Raymond Chandler.
Well, yeah. Same old song, eh?
Yeah, it's a classic.
All right, well, he's given us quite a bit. One codex. Grassmore. Savannah country that had been one of the colonies for 2 centuries before gaining its freedom is mostly inhabited by peaceful herbivore animals of exotic species. And then we've got... Ah! Here's haunting! We know where Natasha came from, but there are several years in her life that are completely dark to us. Not even Mullen could tell us more about her. Ibn's dirty little paws reached every dark corner. Even good old Mullen was approached several times. Wow, I didn't realize I could go on for the next page. Oh boy. Monica's such a workaholic, she even moved into the block opposite the PD. and still sleeps at the station a lot. She's gonna burn out young. Keeps that up. We still haven't seen the owl. Hercules Mullen. Old, full of secrets. Old comrade, a terribly long time ago. I used to call him Uncle even when I was just a fresh patrolman. He's only a couple of years older than me. He represents many things I want to become: honest, wise, and cheerful. Mullen knows everything about everyone worth knowing. We should use this to our advantage. Okay, alright. So, yes, I got it. Alright, let's go to my office. That's where I said I wanted to go, right? Clawville, SAR Club. Let's go to the office because we want to talk to Natasha, but I said I
We
wanted to
had
go to
no
my office
choice but
first.
to continue the investigation where it started. In that shady little apartment I called home.
The first and last place
The
you
only
saw?
lead was the list
Impala?
Fillmore gave us, with all those imposing names on it. But what could it mean? And why did Natasha keep it secret from us? But most importantly, what did all this have to do with Deborah's death? The trail started to get cold, and so did the air outside. There was something unsettling in the black clouds, hiding all the stars. I prayed that they didn't bring an early snowfall. The night was already painful enough.
Early snowfall on New Year's Eve? I guess a lot of places get their first snow
So,
in January.
what are we doing here?
Trying to calm down. I'll have a shot.
Sure you will.
And we're trying to put the pieces together, of course. Figure out what's next.
And what is next, Boss Bird?
I still think
Let's take a
talking
look
to
at what
Natasha's
we've
the
learned
best
so
thing.
far. So, how did this whole case start?
Okay. Zero of 3. No. Were they addressed to her? Wait, what am I doing wrong here? I draw this. And then what am I supposed to do? No. Okay. They clearly weren't for her. Strange threats in Natasha. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing there. It's not letting me drag it. It gives me this button, but then when I click on it, it just moves it away. Nope. Okay. Item. Natasha's afraid? Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? Natasha and the threats, what's the connection? They weren't clearly addressed to her. We don't know that she's the source of them. They clearly weren't for her. Well, I mean, they painted it on the back of the Impala, so I don't think they were for her. Can't drag it. Right click? No. Okay. Hey, is there like a walkthrough? It says 0 of 3. That's it. Strange threats, Natasha. I tried. They make her suspicious. Am I trying to order these?
Yeah, the threats are meant for Natasha. No doubt
Okay, you have to
about
click
that.
on it until you figure out the one they want you to figure out. Were they meant for her? They painted horror on the back of the Impala. Or am I supposed to put this only in the order of the things that I know? At the beginning. So the strain mitts, and then... This is supposed to go here? The letter? Could be important, but not now. Okay. No. It would help if there was like some kind of thing saying, hey, you can only put items here when it's got this symbol. The Magnum's my gun. Okay, the strange list.
But there was something Natasha didn't speak about. Natasha is terrified, and she's in real danger. But she kept this list hidden from us. It seems too important to keep it a secret.
But he didn't... Fillmore didn't get it from her. He got it from a body. Olivia, Lewis, Ibn, Deborah... No, okay, then maybe it's Ibn. Okay. Olivia? How's this Lewis? What is Lewis gonna have to do with it?
But what could we do with this list? I know only one person who
Okay,
moves
ask
in
him.
circles high enough to know where
Is that
it's
how
from.
these boards work?
Lewis. We must ask
I
him
thought they were only for
if we
tracing
want to get
things
out
you
of this
knew.
dead end.
God! Game! You scared me!
So the card is, maybe a dead end. The piece of painting, too.
But the list Fillmore gave us...
Exactly. Full of those imposing names. And I only know one person who moves in similar circles.
Lamar!
Yes, Marty. It's Lewis. Exactly.
Of course, it's Lewis. But where do we find the Bunny Man?
Well, since he owns this building, I'm hoping he's here. It's worth a call.
You know his number?
Yes.
By heart. 555-932. I wrote it down in my notebook as well.
Please don't be dead.
You are a professional, Boss Bird.
Okay. I think it just calls on its own. You just have to give it a second.
Hey, Lewis, sorry to disturb you again. Could you come over to my place? I have a question for you. It's very important. It's about a case.
A real case? With the chicken police? Of course, Sonny. I'll be over in a few minutes.
Thanks, pal. I owe you one.
One? Just a second.
All right. Can I show him the list?
Thanks, Lewis. Again.
Oh,
Third
don't
time.
mention it. Besides, it was my big dream to help you with a serious case.
Well, let's hope you can help. What can you tell me about this list, old pal?
Well,
Well, these names. I know half of them personally. Maybe even more.
I knew it.
But I have no idea what kind of list this is.
here we go.
But these are all members of the upper class, politicians, business people. Oh my. Even the commander of the Royal Guard.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
I really don't know what it means.
Maybe they're planning a coup.
So, is it a dead end?
Maybe they're trying to
I'm
overthrow the monarchy.
Afraid so.
Deborah, The girl who came to me tonight.
Yes, she's a very lovely young lady.
Was.
Where did you take her after you two left?
Where she asked me to Flowerville.
Flowerville. Rochester Street 37?
Yes, exactly. Why?
Cluck.
Cluck counter.
Did something happen?
Nothing good, Lewis. Nothing good.
This?
This?
Oh, my goodness.
I think we have a bingo, gentlemen.
You see, I also have one of these.
A card? Like this? Really?
Yes. It's a membership card to a very exclusive club.
Oh boy.
How exclusive?
Very.
That's what I'm talking about.
What does SN mean, Lewis?
It's the sweltering Nile.
But that's a...
Well, yes, it's a brothel, but it's not like that. It's something completely different.
Calm down, Lewis. We're not going to tell anybody.
Thank you so much. It is rather embarrassing.
Oh God.
Listen, Lewis.
We're gonna have to visit an
How do
animal
we get
strip
in?
club.
You want to get in? Well, if you show them this card, they'll surely let you in, but it will be obvious you're not regulars there.
We're used to that.
So, are we going
Yeah.
to a luxury brothel?
Correct, Marty. Thanks for the help, Lewis. I owe you one. For the third time today, I think.
Okay, so
I don't know what you said to him, but after you finished, he almost immediately van disappeared.
Really? That's suspicious.
Or he had business elsewhere. It's New Year's Eve. Everybody's going somewhere.
well, again, we did mention that it could have been an
I
inside
didn't
job,
see-
or he could have been going
I
to kill
didn't
Deborah.
see her after the show. If I'm not mistaken, she usually leaves when everyone else has already left.
What else do you know about her, Lewis?
Oh, not much. What everybody knows. She was a dancer, then a backing singer, then star, and then club owner.
We found out as much already. Do you think she'd fled the Stavonian massacre? That's why the secrecy.
Do you mean the massacre of the royal family? I'd say her accent is a dead giveaway, and her name too, though it's undoubtedly an alias.
So it's possible that she is a part of the royal
Is,
family.
was.
I don't think so. Nobody could have survived that awful night.
You're probably right. What should we know about the place, Lewis? Besides what they're dealing in there.
No, it's an elegant and exclusive place. Not everybody visits them for that, you know. Some animals just go for company.
I see. I guess
Sure.
it's mostly visited by the upper class.
Mostly, yes. The wealthy who have a taste.
Yes.
This is gonna
of
get even
course.
weirder.
Is it true what they say, that it's some kind of hidden stronghold of the royalists?
The Nile is a proud herald of the coexistence of all the species. Yes, but stronghold? I don't think so.
But the place must be an eyesore for the separatists, right?
Oh, don't worry for the girls, Sonny. They can defend themselves quite well.
Okay, a little
The
Sin City in there.
Separatists wouldn't dare to go near the place.
Well, we'll see what they have to say about these two old cocks.
Oh God.
That was a little bit, equivocal.
Okay. The sweltering Nile, an almost legendary luxury brothel that is visited mainly by members of the upper crust and by Lewis. Clues. The card we found on Deborah is a membership card of the sweltering Nile. Was she working there? It seems old Thumper likes to kill time in a very luxurious way. Wow. Okay, well, I think we're done here. Let's go to the sweltering Nile. I mean, we could go try to... Oh. Literally the only place we could go. Is it? Really? Well, the game is not letting you go anywhere else. All right, time to go. Oh, chapter 2. We've beaten a chapter. Yay!
To Marty's delight, we were heading toward the most exclusive
Marty.
brothel in Clawville.
I'm calling your
The
wife.
separatists and those opposing the monarchy hated the place, just like they hated everything that supported interracial relations and peaceful coexistence of all species. So the place wasn't just a brothel, it was a symbol. But just like a brothel is not a worthy symbol, Clawville failed to turn out the way it was intended.
What?
Well, here we are. The kingdom of long legs, silky skin,
Marty,
and
get a hold of
fluttering
yourself.
lashes. We've arrived.
Calm down, Marty. Watch your blood pressure.
She's what I call an exotic beauty.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, every animal's the most beautiful thing in the world to someone.
Yeah, you're right.
Oof, I don't know about you, but I go weak in the
Oh
knees
my God,
for
Marty.
stripes.
Please, Marty, I don't want to know. And I don't care. Keep it to yourself. And let's get out of here quickly.
Can't I even talk to you anymore?
Not about
You
that.
can. Ask about the weather, or how's my lower back. Those two are even connected if you want to know.
Yeah, old fart.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would you be so kind as to help me?
With pleasure, ma'am.
The zipper always comes down on my dress. Would you kindly zip it back up?
She might be.
Sonny?
What am I, your mother? Do what you want, for God's sake.
Happy to help, ma'am.
Oh, what a gallant young man.
Clucking lords.
Cluck counter. Are we serious? Am I supposed to like try to keep it in the white? Eee.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Marty, ma'am. Marty McChicken.
Thank you, darling Marty. I'm much obliged.
Anytime,
Weird
ma'am.
minigame? All right.
Anytime.
Lemur lady, bird. Oh, he looks mad at me. We got a receptionist, a bird
Yeesh.
fella.
That guy's stare gives me the creeps.
I can see why.
I've always told myself that birds are weird.
You're a bird.
What did you just say?
Huh? What? Me? Nothing? These broads are elegant. Just like Laszlo said.
Lewis.
What do you think could be the old rabbit's type? Fluffy tails? Furry ears? A
Why are we
raspy
discussing
tongue?
this?
Oh, for the love of all the gods, stop it.
But just think about it.
Please shut up, Marty.
Can't talk to her. Wow.
That woman, she's familiar.
Do you think it's her? The broad from the Bloody New Year's?
God damn it, Marty, do you have to say it out loud? It gives me goosebumps.
Am I gonna find out
Chicken
about
bumps,
Bloody New
more
Year's?
like.
Anyway, I don't know if it's really her. I always get confused by the exotic ones, but yeah, maybe.
Honestly, it gives me the creeps.
Yeah, me too.
What's the codex entry? Is it gonna tell me about Bloody New Year? Aha! The night that changed Sunny and Marty's lives forever started with a strange call, an unexpected visit from a tigress, and ended in a hatching house where the duo had to witness an unprecedented massacre. Sunny became personally involved in the case when a strange figure in a top hat targeted his family, but escaped before he could be apprehended. In truth, the case was never officially closed, but under the pressure of the Attorney General, the papers had reported it as the glorious triumph of the chicken police. This is where the legend originates from, started by an unfortunate lie. So I can't talk to any of you. We've got pictures here. Snake, poodle, and
Holy
white-tailed
fur.
deer.
You swallowed so hard, the whole place shook.
Are you kidding me? I've never seen anything like this before. Is this even
Probably
legal?
not. That's why it's called a
wouldn't it
brothel.
be?
I don't know. Vice?
You really must be joking. Vice in Clawville?
Okay, I was pulling your leg. But still, it's a little hot in here.
Oh, cool down, Marty. Don't even look over there. Remember Laura,
Why do they go
your
back and forth
wonderful
calling her
girlfriend,
his wife,
whom
his
you
fiancée, and his
love more than
girlfriend?
anything.
You don't need to tell me. All I'm thinking about is her.
And how hard
With
she's gonna
a
hit you when you get
hatchet in her
home?
hand.
Yeah.
More like my nuggets.
That's...
Yep. All right, let's talk to the receptionist.
I think she must be the receptionist.
Bravo, Mr. Detective.
Why'd you have to be like that all the time?
Well, sometimes I seriously can't decide if you've become totally stupid over the years, or it just entertains you to act that way.
Well, you know, that's a good question.
That's exactly what I mean.
My name is Day-Night Diamond. Welcome to the sweltering Nile, gentlemen.
Miss Diamond, I'm Sonny, and this is my partner, Marty.
If I may, miss, you have a beautiful name.
Okay,
and
Marty.
exceptionally wonderful stripes.
Marty, not now.
Shut your beak.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please excuse him. He doesn't visit places like this very often. Me neither, to be honest.
Oh, nothing to worry about, gentlemen. There's a first time for everyone.
You're absolutely right.
Okay,
We're
Marty.
just interested in a certain lady called Deborah.
Deborah. We don't have any employees by that name
Ay,
right
ay,
now.
ay, ay, ay.
But if you want, any of our girls would love to be Deborah for a night.
No. Excuse me, you misunderstand. She doesn't work here.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's kind of confusing, but let me try to
It's
explain.
very easy, actually.
Please, I'm at your service. I'll gladly answer any of your questions.
You hear that, Sonny? Any questions?
Shut up, Marty.
God, we should have a shut up Marty counter, too. Okay, so Diamond. Pretty receptionist behind the desk. Beautiful, calm, professional, probably a courtesan.
Have you been working here long, miss?
Almost 5 years, sir.
And do you like your job?
Very much so. I think it's only worth doing anything if you honestly enjoy it.
You hear that, Sonny?
Okay.
You should take that advice.
I'm on it, Marty. I'm trying to get myself fired, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, and me too.
Collateral damage. Do you know a gentleman named Louis C. Hayworth?
Of course I do. Mr. Hayworth is a regular guest at our establishment.
I see. How regular, if I may ask?
I
Clockwork.
can't give you any information about that. House policy.
We have that too. It's called the law, ma'am.
If you have any questions of that nature, please come back with a warrant.
Oh boy.
Touche.
I wouldn't want to offend you, far from it, but it's evident you're from the
Ouch.
police, even without this.
Is it that obvious?
Yes.
No, it isn't, but, you know, here in the Nile, we have a keen eye for this kind of thing.
Even though it's not illegal?
Right. I understand, ma'am. Does this list mean anything to you?
This? I'm not sure. No, nothing.
Don't you see some familiar names on there?
I do, but everybody knows those animals. Personally, I have no contact with any of them.
I see. Oh, thank you. Look, she gave this to us. The girl named Deborah, the one we asked you about.
I see.
Do you know what this is?
Of course. It's a membership card.
Was this person a regular here?
If this belonged to her, then yes. I can check for you.
They're gonna try to kill us.
Please, the ladies will entertain
Marty?
you while you wait. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Much obliged.
Oh, there's a picture there.
I don't even know. Good gods!
Hey, keep it down, Marty.
I see it now. Of all that's furry.
Yes, it's very furry. Or more like, shaggy.
Alright, am I supposed to go through this door here? There's nothing else in here.
I apologize for the wait. Please.
Okay, I
Come
guess
with
we
me,
weren't supposed to open that door.
gentlemen.
So you were successful.
My mistress, Madame Zavas, would like to meet you.
You mean that, Madame
Oh
Savas?
boy, we're about
As
to get
far as I
eaten.
know, there's only one of her, so yes,
Please, miss, take us to her.
with pleasure.
Haunting's having a stroke.
Madame Zavas
once, it's
was
not
a
my
legend
fault, it's the
in
game's fault.
Clawville. Her name was known all over the wilderness. She's an avid royalist, former member of the Council of 12, spy master, assassin, businesswoman, and courtesan. To be honest, I didn't even know she was still alive. She's no spring chicken, that's for sure. She could also be my mother, or maybe my grandmother.
If she's a crocodile, I
First
doubt it.
Ibn Wessler, now her. Honestly, tonight it wouldn't surprise me if His Majesty Hector III didn't grace me with his presence. Interesting pieces.
Do you think so? It's the art of my people.
Crocodiles?
There are many kinds of crocodile in the wilderness, Mr. Featherland. This is the art of the Nilenites.
Ah, hence the name, the sweltering Nile.
It's a river, Mr. Featherland. My ancestors lived by this river
so
a
weird
long
that-
time ago.
Ah, interesting.
It's kind of set on
Thank
like,
you.
kind of like Zootopia, like alternate Earth. Like everything has the same names. Why would animals call it the Nile?
Is that the time already?
Have you noticed your clock's not working?
How observant you are. That clock isn't meant to show the time. It's a decoration.
Sarcastic, huh?
A memento.
It's beautiful.
Indeed.
I guess that was a picture of her young.
What a painting. Congratulations,
Sir,
ma'am.
sir,
Marty.
chill pill.
Yes. It's beautiful indeed. It's more than 40 years old.
Okay,
You know,
I'm pointing out
I
now,
was
she's wearing a
considered
fur
pretty
jacket.
then.
Oh, don't say that. You still look great, ma'am.
Thank you. It feels good, but no. There's no need for lies. Those days are long gone. Every age has its truth and its beauty. For me, beauty is not in the looks anymore.
I agree,
Okay.
ma'am.
– 49 years of the reptile. Oh my god. Slime and
There are books
punishment.
here on quite a variety of topics. There are books here on quite a variety of topics.
Am I supposed to notice any of them? Red pig, one key to the animal mind. Can't read it. 49 years of the reptile. The death of the horse. 7 pieces of my mind. And then I can't. Okay.
So she is the legendary Madame Zavas. Let me introduce myself properly, ma'am.
Mr. Santino, I know who you are. And I also know your partner. The legend of the chicken police is always one step ahead of the chicken police.
Thank you. That's flattering.
I think.
May I ask what you are looking for exactly? Here on this night?
You know, that's an interesting question. The card we've shown your lovely colleague.
Belongs to an old friend of ours, whom we haven't seen for a long time here.
And the name?
Unfortunately, no, Mr. Santino. That's confidential information. In my line of work, discretion is everything.
Well, you know, in our line of work,
Again,
the law
get a warrant.
is above everything.
Oh, do you think so? I could tell you what your colleagues think is also above everything, but as I said, discretion.
Look, ma'am, we don't want to impose. We're conducting a private investigation, which started off as harmless, but now it's murder.
That sounds serious.
It is serious. That's why we'd be grateful for your help.
In that case, I'm at your service. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge. As long as you're not wading through muddy waters.
Fortunately, I swim very well for a chicken.
Hi, why is that your
I
response?
swim well, too.
Okay, so... No, not that. Legendary spy runs a brothel. We better be careful. Her reputation is known throughout the wilderness. Her smile is fake. Her story is fake. The danger is real. Are we gonna get eaten? Tales about her beauty and her lethal coldness. Time never stopped for her either, but she doesn't seem any less dangerous. And now she's the owner. Okay.
This place isn't just our home with the girls. It's a sanctuary.
Really? How?
It symbolizes why the city was founded almost 1,000 years ago. Unity, love, freedom.
Interbreeding?
That too, yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't. My girlfriend's a predator.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
Okay.
Lewis Hayworth is a good friend of mine. It surprises me that he's a regular here.
You wouldn't believe our clientele. You would be shocked.
No doubt. Lewis, does he come here often?
He's a regular. The answer is yes.
Not so often.
Thank you for the vague answer, ma'am.
The mystery is thrilling. The thrill is life itself.
That was beautiful, ma'am.
Chill out, Marty.
As I was saying, it belongs to us. Only our most valuable guests have one of these. And our employees, of course.
The employees, too. Good to know. Can you tell me if this card belonged to a guest?
They already said it didn't.
Or an employee?
No.
I thought so.
Like I said, they
Yes,
didn't have an
thank you.
employee named Deborah. So...
Tell me, have you ever seen this list?
I have.
Am I right to assume it has something to do with the sweltering Nile?
It does, yes. But I can't tell you more about it.
Okay, so the
No.
list...
Discretion is key.
Absolutely.
The list has something to do with the Nile.
Do you know Natasha Katsenko personally?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about her.
Warm-hearted, protective, quick-tempered, fierce. Yes, fierce.
Thank you. Very useful.
All right.
Deceit is everything to Zavos. She used to be a spy.
Also,
so
are
I'm
we
gonna
gonna
take
have
her
my
every
head bit off
word
by a crocodile
with
if I do this
grain of
wrong?
salt.
All right, so I'm a little below half.
Who's behind the legend, Miss Zavos?
Lydia had a thought.
Who are
Uh-oh.
you, really?
Just an animal raised to survive, Mr. Featherland. And because I've been taught, I know how to survive. I always was what I had to be.
And you managed to dodge my question. Clever.
Yes.
Well,
She sure
you
could
see,
say that.
This
No,
is
you're
one
not
of
wrong,
the
Lydia.
typical elements of survival. The way of dodging a delicate question and still making the questioner believe he got the answer. But you're too cunning and experienced, aren't you? You're not an easy one to fool.
I'm trying to maintain appearances, ma'am.
You should. Appearances, most of the time, are stronger and more dangerous than the truth.
Okay. So I'm trying to make her... or I'm trying to get the detective meter above halfway. I feel like that would make her... I feel like I would lose points for asking that.
Isn't it dangerous
But
being a
the last time I
royalist
kept losing points for the
nowadays?
stuff that I thought would
You
gain
know,
points.
Mr. Featherland, those that are genuinely dedicated never care about danger. That's something you must know even better than I.
Do you think it's my loyalty that motivates me the most? If you do, I'm sorry to disappoint
What would you be loyal to? The
Maybe
police
you're
station?
not loyal to the police, Mr. Featherland, but you are to
Yeah,
your own
he's-
principles and ideals. Am I right?
And
That's
bourbon.
true, but you're avoiding the question. Why did you stay in the king's employment after the scandals that are making half the city riot? What makes you still believe so much in the institution of monarchy?
You know, I always adapt, but only to a degree where I still don't have to give up myself and my ideals for the sake of survival.
You'd rather die then?
Maybe it would seem too dramatic or even romantic to you, but yes, exactly.
I'm sorry to doubt you, but I've always thought your kind was rather compromised.
Do you mean spies or crocodiles?
Don't think he means crocodiles.
Spies, of course.
I must disappoint you, but there aren't many groups as loyal and unwavering as the spies, Mr. Featherland.
If you're telling me, ma'am, I believe you.
Okay, I didn't really move up with her.
Why did you decide to open a brothel?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
You know, this place used to be an orphanage. Then after the Great Avian Plague, a hatchery. Then young mothers lived here who had nowhere else to go. That's when I took over.
Young mothers and prostitutes. That feels like a sharp turn.
Not a sharp.
No, it didn't happen like that, of course. The process took 20 years, but one thing remains the same. I wanted to help girls who had nothing and no one. To help them.
And this was the best you could do, helping them sell their bodies.
You see things very superficially, Mr. Featherland. We're a family who helped each other even at the worst of times, took care of each other, and what's most
That's
important,
depressing but
survived.
honest.
Yes, survive, no matter the cost.
And it's the cherry on top of the most treasured secrets of the rich and famous.
Very insightful, Mr. Featherland. There's truth to that. Knowledge is power, as they say. And we know a lot about powerful animals that could be used as weapons. Or the opposite. That could avert a war.
If I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
I wouldn't say that's an acceptable price for such a secret as this, but if you guess right, I won't lie to you. Then, I will tell you you were right. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Good. Let's see. The answer to my question. Natasha Katsenko.
Well, Mr. Featherland, it seems the gossip about you is right.
It wasn't Deb's
What
card.
gave it away?
It couldn't have been easier. There's a beautiful woman with a mysterious past, trying to keep it a secret, while someone's threatening her with the exact same thing, leaving rather unmistakable messages behind. Plus, we found the card on Deborah, who was her best friend and confidant. So she was either trying to hide
Maybe
it
she knows something
or
about that
destroy
torn
it
photo.
forever, so no one could find out the truth. Am I right so far?
Indeed, Mr.
So
Featherland.
she worked here.
So if I'm not mistaken, Natasha used to work for you before she met Ibn Wessler. He fell in love with her, gave her a job at the Millions Club. The rest is history.
You have talent, Mr. Featherland. I'm really sorry you're not working for the government.
So she
I
fled
am
a
working for the
massacre,
government.
possibly
I'm
royal.
A cop.
Are you sure, Mr. Featherland?
Touché.
Indeed. Natasha used to work here. We can put it that way, but you know, this isn't just a workplace. She also lived here. She was part of our family, and we still love her very much.
Right. That puts everything in a different light. Zavos is a true survivor, always was. And she's proud of that, even to this day. Maybe I can get her to trust me if I play to this part of her.
A survivor. Dangerous, deceptive, a survivor. Which one of these would be a survivor?
You tried to protect her. From what?
Natasha came to me penniless, cold to the bone, and wounded. She was only 17 years old. Even if she were my enemy, I would have taken her in until she recovered. Yes, I'm like that. I was raised to be like that.
Haven't you seen any opportunities for profit? Or were you guided by pure animal goodness?
Is that so hard for you to believe?
I think that worldly women like you try to turn every position to their advantage. I hope I don't offend you.
On the contrary. But no. I didn't see any opportunities in a girl who could barely speak our language, who was starving and wounded and obviously running from something. In fact, I was taking unnecessary risks because of her.
I don't feel like that would be she would like that.
You're capable of anything to keep your secrets hidden. Am I right?
Do you mean like sending obscene threats to Natasha to remind her of her sordid past?
So you know about the threats?
Of course I do. Who do you think Natasha came to for help first? You, perhaps? Please, don't make me laugh.
If you want to know, I wasn't even her second choice. Even Mr. Philmar Lowe entered the picture earlier than me.
Should I tell you I'm sorry to hear that?
Don't bother.
Ah, I lost. Dang it.
Do you know where Natasha came from? Before Clawville?
Naturally. The poor dear couldn't even deny it. Even her name's eloquent, her accent, but mostly her manners, Mr. Featherland. She's from Stovos, and she belonged to the upper class of Stavonian social circles. She could barely even speak the language when I first met her.
That's all you know about her. An ex-spy like you must have checked up on her new protege's past.
That's the most exciting thing. Yes, I have. Multiple times putting my most treasured connections to good use. But nobody found anything.
Covered her
Natasha's
tracks.
trail could only be traced back to the Stavonian border. What happened in that country, no one knows.
It's rather curious, don't you think?
It is, Mr. Featherland. Yes, curious. That's why I've always been rather fond of Natasha.
Did it touch you deeply when she left you?
Indeed, it did.
Zavos is protective. It seems she's dedicating her whole life to her proteges. If I concentrate on that, maybe she'll open up to me. Have you kept in touch?
Only occasionally, Mr. Featherland. She writes to me every few
I'm
weeks.
so
and
confused about this.
rarely
How am I
we
supposed to
talk on
tell
the
which
phone.
ones are the right question?
But I haven't heard from her in
I guess
weeks.
maybe you just play it multiple times.
The truth is, I've started to worry about her.
Did she give no sign of being in trouble?
Never. No. Natasha's
Be a better
not the
detective?
kind
Yeah.
to talk about her feelings.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I've noticed that myself.
Okay.
When was the last time you saw her, Madame Zavos?
Maybe around 2 months ago. There was a ball, attended by Ibn Wessler, his beautiful mate Natasha, and myself. Yes.
Was she herself Did you feel like she was afraid or worried about something?
On the contrary, she was unrestrained, free, radiant. She was in love. Yes, in her own unique way.
What do you mean?
You know Natasha loves on a different level than most Clawville women. Or most women in the wilderness, in fact. Maybe it's because of the Stovonian origin.
Or maybe it's because what else?
Perhaps it's something else.
So you didn't notice anything strange about her?
Well, if anything could be called strange, it was that I saw a woman positively floating above the ground, who previously used to stand on it with 2 feet.
I see. Thank you, madam. How did you feel when you learned Natasha was going to leave?
Honestly, I was very hurt. I loved her as a daughter. How would you have felt?
I couldn't say.
And I still couldn't stop her, and you know why?
Of course I do. Because you loved her.
You've been in my shoes before, am I right, Detective?
Yeah.
Yes, I can feel you have.
This isn't about me, madam. Please stop changing the subject.
I have felt betrayed on a certain level. Yes, and offended, and alone. Even amongst all my friends.
Were you disappointed in her?
Only in myself, Mr. Featherland. But I have a hunch you know this feeling very well.
Yes, you're right. Well, thank you for your time, madam.
Anytime, Detective. Yes, anytime.
Okay. What? 4? 3? Yay, 4! Decent cop. Natasha worked there and then got her out of there.
Please, gentlemen, wait here a moment. I would like
It's
to
another
show
piece
you
of this torn
something that
picture
could
and a
help
dead
you.
body.
Oh, that's excellent news. Thank you. We will
Run away,
wait.
run away. She's gonna
You
have you
trust her?
killed.
Not in the slightest. Even her smile is fake. This woman wallowed in other animals' secrets until she became one too.
That's exactly how I feel.
Anyway, now that we're here, we can take a better look around.
Just what I was thinking.
Alright, well, that's where I'm gonna call it for the night.